Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good moment to you, whenever and wherever you are on this sweet, wild, sacred earth. I'm Julie Ling, and from the wild sweetness of my very own heart, this is the voice of wonder. Thank you so much for joining me. I invite you to, as you listen, let yourself settle in to your body and let the flute open your heart. Well, once I adjust it so the sound comes out. Feeling yourself like the stardust that you are, softly settling through your crown, your eye, your throat, your heart opening and blooming like a flower, settling into your solar plexus, the center of your sun, and it's softening like the glow of the candle behind me, warm but golden, soothing and soft and nourishing. Settling down into and through your belly and into the singing bowl of your hips, settling and resting inside your body as if it's safe to actually be here, as if it's the most comfortable armchair you've ever settled yourself into. And I invite you to notice your breath as it breathes you, rising like a wave on the shore, bringing fresh new things, when falling like the ebb, a wave that same wave carrying away anything you no longer need. Just riding the wave of your breath. And as you ride this sweet, soft wave of your breath, easing up and settling down, I invite you to notice where you are energetically in relationship to your body. I've been noticing, to my dismay, that since I've made the commitment to come and do these meditations every morning for another 5 months or so, at least through the 5th of November, Election Day in the United States, that there's part of me that wants to honor the commitment and keeps leaning forward. I have to get this done. I have to get this done. I have to get it done on time. I'm wanting to check it off the list. And it was brought to my attention yesterday that every time I do that, I'm not in it. And I'm so sorry that I haven't been fully present with me, with you, when I come each morning to do this meditation inspiration about being present. Ugh, faceplant. And I'm human and doing the best I can. And so my commitment is to meet myself where I am. And I invite you to notice, is there a place in your life where you're leaning forward, where your life has become a to-do list to check off, and you aren't there. How sad is that? My desire is for you to be present in each precious moment of this one wild, precious life. The other thing I really noticed when I realized this was that I'm not present energetically in more ways than one. I'm not present in the moment because I'm leaning forward into the future, wanting to get this done, which is silly. I want to be here being it, be here doing it with me and all the parts of me, with you and all the parts of you. And some of me's been here, or no one would be watching, although there have been fewer watches the last few days. Oops. And I'm not in my body. I feel unsupported when I do this. And I just had this sense from inside. I think it was a day or two I wrote, and it was like my body saying, I've got your back, but I can't have it when you're out there. Lean back into me and let me support you. Like, I am your back. I've got your back. And this image of almost, this is a side view. Here's the spine of my body, and it was phrased to me as the energetic diva. Or and when this part talked to me, it was like, yeah, I'm your diva too. Here, and letting myself join it like this. So I'm connected all the way up energetically and physically, like I'm in my body here. And when I do that, there's this sense of home that I don't feel otherwise. There's a sense of being supported. My own body has me. I can't have anybody else. Like, I'm the only one who can be in here. You're the only one who can be in yours. And so I invite you to just notice. Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning out of yourself, out of this moment, out of the present, into this thing, trying to get it done, check it off, and missing what's here? I invite you, and I want to say, please come home into your body. Come home into this moment, the only moment that ever is. This now here that is every moment and all moments. And just for this one, I invite you to let out a sigh. Lean back into your own body, feeling it supporting you, even as whatever's behind you supports your back. Feeling yourself in your hips, how gravity supports you, your feet on the floor. Like, what if you let gravity have you, your chair have you, your back have your back, literally, energetically, physically, all the ways, and just be right here, right now. Just letting yourself settle, not just down into your body from the mental field, but back into your body, letting it have you and hold you, daring greatly to actually be here now. Be here with me, and I've got you too. letting yourself be here. Sometimes I think it's the most courageous act any of us can undertake, to actually be here in this moment with whatever is in it, with whatever it holds for us, and actually hold it. What if this moment is a cup waiting to be filled with your presence and your love? What if? And if this feels hard and heavy and like something you have to do, I invite you to bring in just a drop full. I have a dropper right here. A drop or a dropper full of play. You can't get it wrong. Can you have a little fun with it? If you notice that you're leaning forward, can you and just lean back into yourself? Okay. I guess I'll sit back and be here. Whatever sort of playful notion you can bring to it. Oh, I'm gone again. What do you know? Where am I? I had a friend when I worked for the airlines who would sit like this sometimes. And then she'd turn and say, do you know what I'm doing? And I'd say, no, what are you doing, Karen? She'd say, I'm gathering my wits about me. And maybe you can gather your presence about you, the part of you that's up there thinking about this and that, back here thinking about what happened a minute ago or yesterday or 5 years ago, or leaning out here. I've got to move on to the next thing, so I'm going to get this done. Check, check, check. And when we move into that checking it off mode, we're really checking out from being here in this mode of being present in the only moment there ever is. So Ali Ali, I'll come free. I invite you to take that courageous step back into yourself, leaning back into your body, letting yourself come on down into your body, into the moment. And I once said, courage is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of the heart. So I invite you to notice any fear that might come up about just letting yourself be in this moment. Meet it with your love, like a cup asking to be filled. Sometimes I think that's the one that was talked about, that famous quote, blessed are those who thirst, for their thirst shall be quenched. Those aren't the words, those are mine, and I like that. So I invite you to come into the moment where your thirst can be quenched by your own presence. Let this little bit of flute open your heart a little more so it's easier to access in those moments when you feel a little bit afraid. So today I say to you, I'll come free. What if it's safe to come home? Down from the ethers and the thoughts that buzz like static into your body where they can be grounded, and that electricity can be grounded and useful. Leaning back into your body, into this moment instead of forward into the future, into checking off the list and checking out of the moment. I invite you back. Tag, you're it. I'm Julie Ling, inviting you to let your sense of play, your heart, your presence sing just a little bit more today. Ollie, Ollie, I'll come free. Have a beautiful and a blessed day.